Matching hundreds. Well, it's the coach. This is the 2018 season, and you've got it tuned to EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago. As New England Patriots, as they get set to match up against the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at a wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 15 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
False start, offense. Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw is Tannehill, and this is going to be incomplete. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. The rushing numbers for Burkhead last week, and they just could not stop him defensively. Hit the 200-yard mark, went over that, but he didn't score one time.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? Because normally when you have that kind of performance, you hit on a couple of big, long runs, a 60-yarder, a 70-yarder. But for him, it was more like a 10 here, a 20 there. He spent the entire game just wearing down that defense.
On second down, here's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. As the offensive starters pop up on your screen, Charles, let me ask you, Chris Hogan, what does he bring to this offense?
A guy that you look at and really don't circle in your game plan. If there's other guys that you look at, then you realize this guy can do damage. Finds his way open on almost every snap.
20! 20!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
20!
Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
A player that demands our attention, demands that we spotlight him, highlight him, whatever you want to call it, is Cameron Wake, the defensive end for the Miami Dolphins, because at the age of 35, he had 10.5 sacks. The 5th time in his career he's hit double digits. All this after 2 seasons ago, coming back from an Achilles tear. Cameron Wake, knows how to get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tannehill hands to Drake. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams.
On 2nd down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. They'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. Right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw,
Still
holding in a big
down.
right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
20, like 20, line 80.
Throwing now is Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Brady now to throw. Providing a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They're disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Dolphins offense
sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Set. By 20.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's able to forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time
he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 67 yards. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. He'll get it up the middle. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go. 80. Go.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
11 more on that one, and another first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Tannehill now, the option left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Play action, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
20! Play 20! Shadow!
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And they'll run it here. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now a play fake. Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
20! 20! Wait!
Brady going to throw. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Brady now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Like 20!
Now they try the right side here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park. An AFC East matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the 2nd quarter. A touchdown pass for the rookie, Josh Allen. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Drew Brees, 4 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital. See what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Sterling Shepard, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong 1st half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Brady to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he's going to get this very solid gain of 27.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Play action, now it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And Gronkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Gronkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Patriots have it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Now a handoff looking right. Shifts free at the 15. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
So they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Now Brady. Fighting to stay upright. Escaping the pressure right. And now running right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Malik Collins able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rex Burkhead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Counter play, Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that is incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game.
Go. Wait, 20.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
20.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
And they'll run it here. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back.
Shadow.
Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Wait, 20.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd gone to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Regular.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Anthony coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Brady. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Brady to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. He'll set up the screen to Drake, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Pushing through tacklers, Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And now it's blocked.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On play action, now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. 20! Right, 20!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. New England on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Brady now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win.
It's about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And they'll run it here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
into the fourth quarter now, the offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge, similar to a great hitter seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone. The ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's Brady. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their 1st, but at least it's 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the post.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Tannehill, and that is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. And he comes back with one complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. Hard to call this guy a game manager, but that's really all he's needed to do. The running game, fantastic.
And they've actually put themselves in a spot where they're able to close the game out, doing what you would want to do in this situation anyway, run the football. But they don't have to ramp up into it. They're already there. They've been establishing it the entire game.
They can keep that running theme and get into the locker room with a win. And a great move again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. They told everyone beginning of the year we want to win 11 games, and they've done that.
And what an air of good feelings around this team, around this organization. You can just feel it. They've achieved their goal. They're firmly in the playoff race right now. They've got to feel great about themselves and what they've accomplished.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.